If you have ever pondered the reason why some individuals achieve greatness while others remain stagnant, the answer can be encapsulated in a single word: discipline. It serves as the unseen force that distinguishes success from struggle. Discipline compels you to take action when motivation wanes, to rise early, maintain focus, and resist distractions. It is the catalyst that transforms goals into achievements and dreams into reality. Discipline shatters the shackles of procrastination and fosters habits that pave the way for enduring change. At the heart of every extraordinary success lies a foundation built upon quiet, consistent effort. Discipline is not merely a quality, it is the key that unlocks your full potential. Mastering discipline enables you to master everything else. In the moments ahead, you will discover the attributes that differentiate the average from the extraordinary, the concealed advantage behind great leaders, athletes, creators, and thinkers. Discipline is the master key to your potential, an invisible force that molds ordinary individuals into remarkable achievers. Throughout my life, having studied numerous successful figures from previous centuries, I have found an immutable truth at the core of their narratives: unwavering discipline. The notable achievements of icons such as Henry Ford and Thomas Edison did not emerge solely from talent or ingenuity. Rather, their greatness was rooted in a firm, cultivated discipline. Take Henry Ford, for example. When he envisioned his revolutionary horseless carriage, skeptics surrounded him, deeming his vision impractical, even foolish. He confronted mockery, skepticism, and persistent opposition. Yet, in the midst of this storm of doubt, Ford's discipline acted as his guiding light. Every morning, he awoke with a clear and resolute purpose. Discipline transformed setbacks into stepping stones, fueling rather than extinguishing his determination. Ford's committed adherence to his vision turned ridicule into awe, skepticism into respect, and mockery into marvel. Ultimately, the world, initially doubtful, stood amazed at the outcomes of his disciplined persistence. Similarly, Thomas Edison exemplifies the incredible power of discipline. He famously stated, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." This principle guided him throughout his career as he faced numerous failures in his quest to create the incandescent light bulb. It was not mere talent or a fleeting spark of inspiration that drove Edison forward. It was his discipline, his unwavering commitment to his vision. After thousands of unsuccessful attempts, he remained steadfast, meticulously refining his methods until he managed to illuminate not just a bulb, but the entire world. Discipline transcends mere restriction or imposed hardship. In fact, it represents liberation, the greatest freedom one can achieve. It empowers you to act decisively, particularly when motivation falters or emotions fluctuate. It is easy to pursue your goals when inspired or driven by passion, but true triumph, genuine and lasting accomplishment, is nurtured in the pivotal moments when motivation fades and desire weakens. Discipline is the force that propels you forward when your energy and enthusiasm dim. It is essential to recognize that discipline does not suppress, it empowers. It offers structure and clarity in your pathway toward your most cherished goals and aspirations. Discipline is the great equalizer, ensuring that even individuals with modest talent can surpass those who are gifted but lack disciplined commitment. Without discipline, talent remains untapped potential, and dreams become unrealized fantasies. You might wonder how to cultivate discipline in your own life. Start by defining your purpose and goals with clarity. Visualize your desired outcomes vividly, letting these visions fuel your resolve and guide your daily actions. Establish habits and routines that align with your aspirations, beginning with small increments. Discipline does not require grand gestures. It demands consistent, focused efforts over time. Make commitments to yourself and honor them. Each fulfilled promise strengthens your discipline and reinforces your self-confidence and belief in your capabilities. Additionally, understand that discipline thrives in an atmosphere of clarity and precision. Ambiguous goals or unclear intentions weaken discipline. Be explicit about your objectives. Clearly outline what success entails and what steps are necessary to achieve it. Surround yourself with disciplined individuals who inspire and encourage your progress. Their presence will bolster your resolve, while their support will fortify your determination. Remember, discipline is ultimately a personal choice. It cannot be imposed from the outside. It must emerge from within. Making the conscious decision to embrace discipline marks the beginning of a transformative journey. When you embrace discipline wholeheartedly, you empower yourself to conquer challenges, rise beyond limitations, and achieve what once seemed impossible. Let discipline be your guiding light, your unwavering companion, and your greatest ally. For with discipline, dreams evolve from mere wishes into tangible, attainable realities within your grasp. Embrace discipline and witness how ordinary days yield extraordinary accomplishments, bringing your most cherished visions to life. Your path to greatness is clearly defined through goals, which stand as the unmistakable hallmark of disciplined individuals. Throughout my years of studying the minds and habits of those who have achieved extraordinary success, I have found that disciplined achievers consistently establish precise and clear goals. Living without clear goals is akin to a ship drifting aimlessly at sea, lacking a rudder and direction, vulnerable to every shift in wind and wave. Consider the inspiring story of the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville. These two visionaries nurtured the seemingly impossible dream of conquering the skies. Many around them considered their ambition folly, dismissing their efforts as unrealistic, even absurd. Yet, the Wright brothers maintained remarkably defined goals. They knew precisely what they wished to achieve and meticulously outlined their objectives, from constructing lighter, more aerodynamic machines to mastering the delicate mechanics of controlled flight. Their unwavering discipline, guided by the clarity of their goals, enabled them to rise above skepticism, gravitational forces, and the limitations of their era. Their disciplined pursuit allowed humanity to break free from Earth's bounds and reach for the heavens. Your goals must represent the clarity and precision of such monumental achievements. Ambiguity and vague aspirations provide no firm foothold for discipline. Clearly defined goals sharpen your focus, energize your spirit, and ignite your determination. By articulating what you wish to achieve, you create a precise map that directs your disciplined efforts, infusing each step with purpose and power. Ask yourself today, what do I desire most deeply? What goal, if realized, would significantly transform my life and bring lasting fulfillment? This inquiry involves introspection and honesty, as clarity springs from authentic self-awareness. Identify your destination clearly, vividly, and precisely. Visualize your success as if it were already within your grasp, experiencing the emotions and triumph associated with achieving that goal. Emotional clarity further fuels your disciplined resolve. Once your goal is clear, commit to daily discipline. Regardless of your mood or circumstances, take purposeful steps toward your objective each day. Discipline assures consistency, ensuring you remain steadfast even when motivation wanes or adversity emerges. Each small disciplined action accumulates, generating powerful momentum that steadily propels you toward your ultimate aim. Recognize that disciplined individuals thrive on routine. Develop daily habits that consistently advance you toward your goals. It is these minute yet significant rituals that distinguish achievers from mere dreamers. Discipline entails committing to these routines, regardless of inspiration. It serves as the silent, powerful force ensuring you remain true to your purpose. Surround yourself with like-minded, goal-oriented individuals whose disciplined attitudes inspire your own. Their examples and encouragement can profoundly enhance your dedication and zeal. Learn from their successes and setbacks alike, understanding that persistence is essential for overcoming inevitable obstacles. Ultimately, discipline, in tandem with clearly defined goals, can elevate ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. Let clarity illuminate your path, fueling your discipline and making each step deliberate and impactful. Today, identify your destination. Tomorrow, focus your discipline towards it. Continue this unwavering journey day after day, taking disciplined steps until your dreams transform from mere aspirations into tangible realities. Your goals lie within your reach, awaiting your disciplined pursuit. Embrace the power of clearly defined goals and witness your commitment transform dreams into lasting achievements. Life is inherently filled with trials, setbacks, and failures. However, to a disciplined person, these challenges are not obstacles but stepping stones on the path to greatness. Discipline shapes your perception, allowing you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Abraham Lincoln, whose journey was marked by repeated failures in both politics and business, provides a powerful example. Early in his career, Lincoln encountered deep disappointments, losing several elections, suffering business bankruptcies, and facing relentless criticism from peers and rivals. Each setback was substantial enough to crush the spirit of a lesser individual. Yet, disciplined in both mind and spirit, Lincoln demonstrated resilience amid defeat. Rather than allowing setbacks to define him negatively, he used each failure as a learning experience, cultivating resilience and strength of character. His disciplined mindset transformed every disappointment into fuel for persistence. Eventually, this unwavering discipline propelled him to become one of history's most revered leaders, guiding America through its most turbulent times. Resilience, fueled by discipline, is the secret to thriving amid adversity. Discipline instills the courage and strength necessary to rise again each time you fall, teaching you to persevere in the face of challenges and to push forward even when the odds appear insurmountable. Discipline ensures that temporary setbacks do not become permanent failures. Whenever adversity strikes, take a moment to remind yourself of this vital truth. Setbacks are temporary. Each difficulty carries within it a valuable lesson, a hidden opportunity designed to refine your character and sharpen your abilities. Discipline yourself to look beyond immediate pain or disappointment, seeking instead the wisdom embedded in your experiences. This approach transforms your entire perspective on life's inevitable hardships. Discipline enables you to ask crucial, empowering questions in the face of adversity. What can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge strengthen me? In what ways can I grow from this setback? By adopting this disciplined mindset, you can turn every difficulty into a stepping stone toward greater wisdom, strength, and success. To cultivate this powerful resilience, you must consciously choose discipline every day. Establish routines and habits that fortify your spirit, especially during challenging times. Consistency in your actions fosters resilience, preparing you mentally and emotionally for the inevitable difficulties you will encounter. Surround yourself with positive influences, individuals who exemplify resilience and discipline in their own lives. Their examples will inspire your ongoing commitment to overcoming adversity. Furthermore, it is crucial to maintain clear and focused goals that keep you oriented and motivated, even during hardships. Goals remind you of your greater purpose, helping you maintain perspective and focus on the long-term benefits of perseverance. Always remember that adversity is not your enemy, but your teacher. Every difficulty, setback, and failure contains the seed of equivalent or greater benefit. Discipline yourself to cultivate those seeds, nurturing resilience and personal growth. As you master this practice, you will find setbacks transforming into setups for your most remarkable triumphs. Essentially, discipline empowers you to reshape your narrative. Rather than being defined by failures or hindered by setbacks, you can evolve into a disciplined individual who perceives opportunity in every challenge. Embrace discipline wholeheartedly. Let it strengthen your resolve, deepen your resilience, and guide you consistently toward success. Through discipline, life's challenges become transformative experiences, turning each setback into a vital step toward your ultimate achievement. The foundation of achievement lies in belief. From my experience, it is evident that no individual can rise beyond the level of their self-belief. Self-belief is not merely a pleasant sentiment. It is the cornerstone upon which all enduring success is built. Before one can command others or circumstances, one must first command one's own mind. This command begins with an unshakable belief in one's own capability, deservingness, and destiny. Consider Thomas Edison, who illuminated the world with his incandescent light. He endured thousands of failures, but did he ever doubt his purpose or allow those failures to confine the boundaries of his belief? Absolutely not. He maintained a vision so vibrant, a faith so absolute, that even the darkness of failure could not extinguish it. That, my friends, is the power of self-belief. Understand that discipline is the faithful servant of belief. Belief is the vision, while discipline is the builder. Without discipline, belief is nothing more than a castle in the clouds. Conversely, without belief, discipline is devoid of direction. The two must walk hand in hand, each strengthening the other. Edison did not merely believe in success, he disciplined himself daily to pursue it. He structured his life, thoughts, and actions in accordance with that belief, working tirelessly, methodically, and with purpose. Each hour of effort became a brick laid by the hands of discipline upon the foundation of belief. Thus, it should be for you as well. Begin each day with, and always, belief. Me? Belief do. Say to yourself not idly but with conviction, I am capable, I am worthy, I will succeed. Let no one, no circumstance or failure persuade you otherwise. Doubt is a thief. It will steal your destiny if you allow it. Therefore, guard your mind as you would a treasure vault. Reject all thoughts of inferiority or inadequacy, replacing them immediately with affirmations of strength, purpose, and skill. You must train your mind like a soldier going to battle, with focus, repetition, and discipline. Your thoughts shape your beliefs. Your beliefs dictate your actions. Your actions determine your destiny. Remember, it all begins with belief. I have sat across tables from men of great wealth and influence. I have witnessed them ascend from humble beginnings, not due to chance or favor, but because they first dared to believe. They believed when others mocked them, believed when the evidence was lacking, and through that belief, they crafted a vision of success so vivid that it attracted the necessary people, opportunities, and circumstances to make it a reality. Yet, let me be clear. Belief without discipline is the folly of a dreamer. You must actively pursue your belief. Allow every single movement to be governed by purpose. Rise early, plan your day, nourish your mind with thoughts that empower you. Surround yourself with uplifting individuals, and when failure inevitably visits, do not curse it. Welcome it as a teacher and reaffirm your belief even more. Always remember, success is not awarded to the most talented, but to the most determined. And that determination is born of belief and matured through discipline. Therefore, I urge you to believe in yourself with every ounce of conviction your soul can muster. Discipline yourself as though your dreams depend on it, for they truly do. Know this truth. When belief and discipline coexist, no ambition will ever be beyond your reach. In the grand pursuit of success, many individuals search for secrets in obscure places, as if victory were concealed behind locks known only to the fortunate few. However, I have discovered that one of the most profound truths lies not in obscurity, but in plain sight. Your passion is your purpose. From that purpose springs a well of discipline so deep and enduring that it can carry you through the harshest trials and into the highest realms of achievement. Consider Ludwig van Beethoven, one of the most illustrious composers in history. In the course of his ascension to musical immortality, fate dealt him a blow that many would deem final: the loss of his hearing. For a musician, this loss is no mere inconvenience, it is a tragedy. Yet, for Beethoven, it marked not an end, but the beginning of his most transcendent creations. How did he continue? How did he compose his most profound symphonies amid silence? The answer is found in a single word: passion. Beethoven's passion for music was not simply a preference, it was his purpose. It resided in his soul and commanded his spirit. That passion fueled his discipline, not the kind imposed by obligation, but the kind that flows effortlessly from within. His discipline was not rigid, born of duty, but a natural pursuit of expression, crafted one note at a time. When a person discovers their passion, discipline ceases to feel burdensome. It transforms into wings. The world often speaks of discipline as sacrifice, suffering, and painful persistence, but this is only true when one walks a path not aligned with their soul. When your path is illuminated by passion, the effort needed to stay on it no longer feels like labor. it becomes something sacred. I have conversed with many individuals, wealthy and indigent, powerful and struggling. Those who find success with peace in their hearts are those who discover alignment between their inner calling and outer endeavors. They did not merely work hard, they infused their work with love. This love, this passion, makes discipline effortless, transforming toil into grace. Reflect on what stirs your spirit. What would you pursue even if the world neither applauded nor rewarded you? In that answer lies the seed of your destiny, and it is your responsibility to nourish it daily with discipline. When discipline is fueled by passion, it becomes rhythmic. It is the musician rising each morning to practice scales not out of obligation, but out of devotion. It is the inventor sketching ideas at midnight, not out of compulsion, but out of a natural urge to create. If you feel tired or lost, the issue may not lie in your lack of discipline, but rather in your disconnection from your passion. Realign, reconnect, and rediscover the fire that once made time vanish and effort feel effortless. When you find it, organize your life around it. Dedicate your mornings as sacred time for your purpose. Let your habits be in service of your calling. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, resonate with your commitment, and elevate your spirit. Each day, invest in your passion as if it were gold, for it is more precious than any treasure. Keep in mind this eternal truth. Challenges do not vanish when you pursue your passion, but they cease to be enemies. They become companions. They will test you, yes, but they will also shape you. They will refine your abilities, deepen your craft, and bring out your best. When passion fuels discipline, greatness becomes a matter of when, not if. Thus, I urge you to find your passion, honor it, live it, and let it guide your discipline every single day. For when discipline and passion unite, your greatness becomes inevitable. Let us consider Benjamin Franklin, an architect of American ingenuity, as we discuss discipline in the context of personal growth. He was born into modest means, lacking formal education past the age of 10. Nonetheless, through discipline and self-education, he ascended to become a statesman, inventor, writer, diplomat, and philosopher. How did he accomplish this? Franklin established a daily regimen that encompassed reading, writing, reflection, and experimentation. He approached the cultivation of his mind with the same meticulousness that a sculptor exhibits while chiseling stone. He carried books wherever he ventured, studied languages in his spare moments, and observed the natural world with relentless curiosity. He asked questions, took notes, and tested theories. Above all, he embraced lifelong learning. What Franklin understood, and what every successful person must acknowledge, is that knowledge is not static. It is dynamic, constantly evolving. To remain sharp, relevant, and effective, one must meet this evolution with equal vigor. However, such growth does not occur by chance. It is achieved through discipline. Lifelong learning demands consistency, requiring one to form the habit of learning as instinctively and naturally as one breathes. It matters not whether you are an educator, merchant, farmer, or financier. The moment you cease learning, you begin to decline. Your thoughts grow stale, your skills become dull, and your potential dwindles. Discipline is what sustains an active mind. Learning is not an event. It is not a weekend seminar, a single course, or a sudden burst of inspiration. No, growth occurs incrementally. Discipline is what ensures that each step, each lesson, and every small advancement builds upon the previous one. Like compound interest, the initial results may appear modest, but over time, they culminate in profound wisdom and capability. Commit to learn something new each day, not just when it is convenient or when inspiration strikes, but every single day. Set aside dedicated time to read books, listen to lectures, study concepts, or reflect upon ideas. Keep a journal of your insights, applying what you learn through action. Do not settle for knowledge alone. Seek true understanding and use that comprehension in service of your goals. In this rapidly moving world, with fresh ideas and philosophies emerging continually, you must prioritize learning, or you risk being left behind. Yet, if you discipline yourself to grow, the possibilities become limitless. I have observed this truth among the most esteemed industry leaders, admired thinkers, and resilient pioneers. They are not merely ambitious, they are diligent learners. While others sleep, they read. When others make assumptions, they ask questions. They reflect when others immerse themselves in distractions. Discipline is the bridge connecting your current self to your highest potential. Allow it to guide you toward new realms of understanding. Let it sharpen your mind, elevate your choices, and unlock doors that talent alone cannot open. Therefore, I urge you to cultivate a daily discipline of learning. Make your mind a garden, nurturing it with knowledge, curiosity, and humility. In that garden, the seeds of greatness take root and flourish. Remember, success is not a final destination. It is a lifelong journey. The disciplined learner is always in motion, always evolving, and always ascending. Discipline in response to changing circumstances. The great constant of life arrives without warning, reshaping the landscapes of our lives, our enterprises, and our fortunes. While many fear, resist, and falter in the face of change, the wise person welcomes it, not because it is easy, but because they have trained themselves to be adaptable through discipline. Let us reflect on the economic upheavals of the 1950s, a decade rich in transformation. Old industries weakened, new markets emerged, and countless individuals experienced upheaval in their way of life. Yet, amid chaos, a handful of visionaries recognized opportunities where others saw only threats. They adapted swiftly, pivoted with purpose, and positioned themselves not as victims of change, but as its beneficiaries. What separated these pioneers from the masses was not luck, but disciplined adaptability. They trained their minds to remain calm under pressure, their eyes to scan the horizon for possibilities, and their habits to respond swiftly and strategically. Understand this. Change is not your enemy, but resistance to change is. The individual clinging to yesterday will be buried by tomorrow. Conversely, the individual who disciplines themselves to remain flexible and evolve with purpose, responding instead of reacting, will rise above the storm. Adaptability is not chaos. It is not random. It does not require abandoning your values or direction. Instead, disciplined adaptability encompasses the art of maintaining your purpose while adjusting your methods. It empowers you to stay grounded while changing your approach. Like all genuine power, it must be cultivated. Discipline yourself to remain watchful and aware. When faced with pressure, do not panic. Observe, breathe, step back, and assess. The mind that can stay calm amidst uncertainty is the one that discovers solutions when others see only problems. Adaptability does not come naturally to everyone. Many prefer the safety of routine and the illusion of control. However, progress necessitates movement, and movement requires change. Train yourself to embrace change by asking daily, what has changed? What can I learn from it? How can I grow through it? By doing so, you cultivate a mindset open to growth rather than fear of loss. You will begin to see every challenge as a puzzle to solve rather than a burden to endure. This is how industries are disrupted, fortunes are amassed, and legacies are created. In the 1950s, as technology surged and global markets transformed, those who adapted their strategies, embracing new ideas, exploring new tools, and listening for the pulse of the future, outpaced their stagnating counterparts. A disciplined mind does not demand that the world conform to it. Instead, it prepares itself to engage with the world as it is and to mold it into what it can become. You must develop this quality. Build your adaptability like a muscle by stretching beyond your comfort zone. Experiment with new approaches, study emerging trends, and ask questions that others are too afraid to voice. When disruption occurs, do not hide. Open the door. Make it your discipline to innovate rather than imitate, and to explore rather than retreat. Let each obstacle sharpen your thinking, and each setback strengthen your resilience. The world will continue to change, in business, in society, and in life. Yet with disciplined adaptability, you will not only survive these changes, you will lead through them. Thus, I implore you to commit to a habit of mental flexibility. Anchor yourself in purpose while remaining fluid in execution. Refuse to be thrown off by uncertainty. Instead, train your mind to bend rather than break. In that adaptability lies your advantage. Change favors the prepared mind, so discipline yourself to be ready and turn every wave of disruption into a wind at your back. Next, consider that your perspective defines your life's direction. Your mindset acts as a compass, quietly guiding you through adversity, opportunity, and the unknown. A disciplined and positive attitude is not merely a feel-good mantra. It is the bedrock upon which greatness is constructed. Winston Churchill is a case in point, a man who stood at the helm of a nation battered by war and despair during the darkest hours of World War II. When the future of freedom itself appeared uncertain, Churchill chose to discipline his mind. He refused to succumb to despair and instead harnessed a sense of optimism and resilience. His unwavering belief in victory, despite overwhelming odds, ignited a spark of hope in millions. Churchill's legacy is not unique. It exemplifies the truth that we all confront battles, both external and internal. In those critical moments, the mindset we opt for can become our greatest weapon or heaviest burden. When we condition our minds to seek opportunities instead of limitations, we fundamentally reshape our experience of life. Setbacks morph into stepping stones, failures evolve into lessons, and obstacles become invitations for growth. Such discipline does not emerge naturally. It is forged through daily practice and intentional effort directed towards shifting our perspective. Gratitude represents one of these powerful practices. Training ourselves to focus on what we possess rather than what we lack nourishes our minds with strength and clarity. Similarly, optimism is not sheer naivety. It is a cultivated mindset. Choosing to look beyond immediate pain and believing in the value of perseverance allows us to see possibility amid adversity. Discipline serves as the bridge connecting intent to action. Without it, positivity remains fragile and easily shattered by life's inevitable challenges. However, with discipline, positivity becomes a potent force, grounded, enduring, and transformative. We begin to view the world not as it is, but as it could be. We begin to identify doors when others observe only walls. Each morning presents a new opportunity to train the mind. Will you focus on limitations or embrace potential? Will you let fear lead, or will you ground yourself in courage and clarity? The choice ultimately lies with you, and with every disciplined thought, you step closer to the life you envision. Your thoughts are the architects of your future. Shape them carefully, construct with intention, and govern them with discipline. In the end, your destiny is not decided by luck, talent, or circumstances, but by the mindset you choose to live with every single day. Choose discipline. Choose positivity. Witness your life's direction change, not by chance, but through your own powerful design. When it comes to discipline in action, it emerges as the ultimate measure of discipline. It is easy to dream, plan, and hope. However, without action, these intentions remain empty. True discipline is exemplified not in thought, but in movement. Success in any area of life requires consistent and deliberate effort. It requires the courage to act, even when conditions are less than ideal, and the perseverance to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Consider the legacy of Andrew Carnegie, one of the foremost industrialists of the modern era. Born into poverty, Carnegie ascended the ranks not by mere chance, but through relentless, disciplined action. He did not wait for the perfect opportunity. He created them. Every single day, he worked with purpose and precision, investing in knowledge, relationships, and entrepreneurship. His fortune was not solely financial. It was built upon a foundation of habit and unwavering forward momentum. Discipline entails acting even when circumstances are challenging, when motivation is absent, and when the temptation to delay whispers in your ear. It means accomplishing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Procrastination is the quiet thief of dreams. It robs you of momentum, erodes your confidence, and keeps you locked in a cycle of unrealized potential. To break free, train yourself to act decisively and consistently. Discipline yourself to take that first step, then the next, and the next after that. Progress is not made in significant, infrequent bursts, but through steady and deliberate strides. Each disciplined action, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you desire. When opportunity arises, hesitation can prove fatal. A disciplined mind responds with swift and confident action, recognizing that chances often come masked as challenges, and waiting for the perfect moment is merely another facet of fear. Discipline quiets doubt, fuels action, and ensures you are perpetually ready to seize the moment when it presents itself. Let your actions speak louder than your intentions. Allow your discipline to shine through, not in your words, but in the results you generate. Your habits construct your future. Your discipline shapes your success. One purposeful step forward carries more weight than 1,000 unexpressed goals. Thus, commit not just to thinking, dreaming, or planning, but to doing. Show up daily, put in the work, overcome resistance and momentum. Your destiny is not something to await. It is something to construct through disciplined action, brick by brick, step by step. The disparity between those who succeed and those who do not lies not in talent or luck, but in action. Behind every significant action is the subtle strength of discipline. Choose disciplined action. Let it define you, propel you forward, and lead you to the life you are meant to live. Ultimately, disciplined living transcends personal success and encompasses leaving a legacy that enriches the lives of others. The disciplined endeavors of figures like Mother Teresa have transformed lives far beyond their own. Discipline yourself to live purposefully, driven by a vision larger than personal gain. Ask yourself, how do I wish to be remembered? Allow this vision to discipline your actions, ensuring that each day contributes toward a lasting legacy. The disciplined choices you make today will inspire generations to come. Commit to disciplining your life with purpose, and your legacy will resonate through time. Discipline is your master key. Employ it wisely, and greatness will await you.